Hi guys, Chris back again with another episode from my NHL 13 BAGM series with the New York Islanders. We're going to look to get pre-season out of the way in this little short episode right now. We'll get the schedule moved on as soon as we can. Hopefully we get some news back soon from the club. There was a comment in the description of the last video that said I need to potentially bring in a defensive defenseman as I have too many offensive defensemen, so that may be something I'll look to do in this episode. I just wanted to welcome you back for another year at the helm of the New York Islanders. I was a bit surprised by some of your actions or lack thereof in the off-season. I hope you know what you're doing. I'm expecting 36 wins from you this year. Okay, I don't really know what you're expecting of me in the off-season. We've got a first pre-season game coming up against the Penguins at home. But before we get the game done, we'll quickly look and see if we can make a trade for one of the suggested players. There was a couple I can remember. There was Luke Schenn, and I think there was Keith Ollie was another one as well. So we'll see if Luke Schenn's available. Hopefully still at Philadelphia. Okay, let's see how they're sorted. Move it on to defenseman. Okay, there's not a player they're interested in giving away. Defenseman, trade value, Luke Schenn, there we are. 23 years old, 3.6, but they're not looking to give him away, so we may come back, but we'll see if Keith Ollie is available. Okay, sort this by trade value, there we go. He's in the minors, so we may have a chance. Potential of 4 stars, defensive defenseman, rated 76. So we shall see if we can try and sign Keith Ollie. 0.7 million per season as well, so that's not too bad. Okay, who do Tampa want? Let's see. Okay, so they want the second round pick this year. We have 2 first round picks. We have Boston and Montreal's first round picks that I want to try and keep. What players do they want? I'm going to be over the limit for players on the roster. Let's have a look. I don't really want to give them Grabner or Del Zotto. Arjun Su, definitely not Okposo or Hagelin. Nielsen and Raymond, not really. Chris Campoli could be one. He's only 3.5 stars. I know I've just signed him this off season, just gone, but I definitely think for a 3.5 silver for a 4-star potential is, I think that's way to go. And Tampa have accepted that deal. Fantastic. That's great news. Okay, let's see who's available free agency wise. I can't really bring anyone in at this precise moment in time, as I need to do potentially a double trade to obviously 2 out, 1 in. Michael Sauer's still available. Interesting. I don't think I can bring him in. I can afford to bring him in. I just don't think I've got the draft picks that are required. Yeah, there we go. Thought I'd check. It could potentially be a trade offer for Michael Sauer, but you never know. In fact, let's go and see what trade offer, if any, we can make for Michael Sauer. See if the Rangers will accept any sort of trades for him. So let's have a quick look. Here we go. Where is he? Okay, move this on to defenseman. There we are, Michael Sauer, RFA. Okay, who do they want from my roster? Wisniewski could be one, but I don't think they can afford the cap space. Ponikarovsky just come in, same as Antropov and Raymond. Greg Zanon could be one, a defenseman for a defenseman. 33. The league approve it. I don't really think there's anyone else I can afford to bring in. So if I do take another one of their young players, I'm going to have to give them another one of mine. And I don't think they've really got the cap space to deal with it. Miller could be one to get rid of because obviously he's holding over £1 million in cap space for them. I could see if they want any of my youngsters and give them a young talent from my roster, but we shall see. Okay, obviously the league won't approve that for starters. Okay, they don't want any draft picks. I could put the Montreal pick in there and give them another pick. Let's have a look. What to do? Okay. Right, they won't do a straight swap for swap, even though they're not going to offer him a contract. I could offer them a second round pick in the 2016 draft, see if they'll accept that deal. No, they won't, because the value isn't there. Okay. I think we're just gonna. I think we're not gonna have any chance of signing him at the moment. So, as much as I want to keep on looking as well, I really don't think there's going to be much chance. So I really don't think I should continue with this. But I'll kick myself if I can sign him. Wisnowski obviously is too much. Yeah, cap space available minus 3.2 for the Rangers, so they can't accept him. Ali's just come in. Definitely not Okposo. Brad Boyce could be one to look to get rid of, to be fair, but you know what? I think I want to keep with all the players I've got right now. So we shall leave it as is. And I'll quickly have a look at the lines before we get this first preseason game underway. Okay, so things aren't looking too bad, to be fair. We've only got one player rated under 80 in the team. So that's not too bad, to be fair. Brad Boys, I don't really think I want you on the second line. Okposo, 25, 4 stars. Brad Boys, what are you? You're 3.5 stars and 31. So to be fair, I'm going to drop you down to the third line and bring Hagelin up. Junisu is 3.5 stars. Nielsen, third line scorer, 4 stars. Raymond, 4 stars, third line scorer. What's Antropov? 3.5 stars, third line. Ponikarovsky will be a third line for 3.5 stars, but he's 33, so I'm potentially happy to keep him on the fourth line. Nielsen is 4 stars. Brad Boys is 3.5. Brad Boys will move you down to the fourth line. Antropov will keep you there for now. Other than that, I think that's looking pretty good. I quite like the first line of Grabner. Then again, do I probably move Okposo? Yeah. Grabner. They're both 4 stars. Both second line forwards. You know what, I'll give Okposo a chance up there. If needs, we can always move Grabner up there in a bit. Defensive pairings don't seem to be too bad. Offensive Ds. I could move Oli up to the top pair with Del Zotto, so I've got an offensive and a defensive defenseman. Who have I got? Oli, Karkner, Del Zotto, Hunwick, Wisnowski, Zanon. So they're saying they're the 6 to have, and they're the 6 that should be there. Karkner's the one though. I think he's going to be drawing a lot of penalties. But then again, we need that one player that will stick up for the others. I think that, to be fair, that third line is looking okay with Hunwick and Karkner. Yeah, if we move Wisnowski and Oli around, it gives a bit of balance to the team, which is always a good thing. Karkner, minor top 2 defenseman, 3 stars. Okay. Hunwick. Yeah, we'll stick with that for now. We'll see how we get on. I don't really think there's much else we can do. I know there are some free agency players out there, but I think my roster's full. I'll just have a quick look at defensemen now, see who potentially is available. Thomas Hickey will be the only one, top 6. You know what? Let's not bother. Let's leave it for now. We know we can't go after Sauer. I think we have enough there for the time being. Compensations, yeah, Sauer, because of his contract, we need to give them this year's first and third round picks, and I just don't have either of those. So, we'll get this first preseason game underway as soon as we can. Pro Scout, I wouldn't trade away players that you recently added. It won't help with your GM rep. My 2 cents, thank you. Your GM rep has gone up, you'll have a 4th phone. Your GM rep has dropped, you'll have less phones. Okay, so it's gone up and down instantly. That's a bit strange. Okay, first preseason game come up against the Penguins at home. How are we going to get on? Okay, 6-0 win. Hat-trick for Grabner. 2 assists for Backers. Grabner was +4 and Kark was 7 penalty minutes. Okay, so we're now at home to the Rangers in the next game. We've got a game away at the Flyers. Beat the Rangers 4-1. Grabner with 2 goals in that game. Hey, it's your boss. I know that we have to take the long-term approach to the success of the franchise at this stage. I'll be happily surprised if you make the playoffs, but won't be angry if you don't. Okay, so you go on and moan about what acquisitions I didn't make in the off-season, as we lose to the Flyers 4-2, and then you say you want 36 wins, and then you come back and say we're happy we don't make the playoffs. Okay. Right, let's get this last preseason game against the Devils underway, and we win 4-2. Great news. Okay, all teams salary cap compliant. Guys, we'll call this a little short episode here. I want to get the season started in the next episode, which will be out in the next day or two. Thanks for watching. Cheers.